What is up guys, this is Divinity and welcome back to another GT Sport Online video. I got two good races for you today, well, average to good races. Second race coming up is a banger though. So starting off on our first race, we are taking the challenge to see what we can do from last position. By the first Yukon, someone already leaves the lobby, so free position to us. Going on to the second, third, fourth corners. Then on the NSX, T80 Tomo takes the Alfa Romeo on the inside, giving us a free position as well. And we make it stick. We're going on into the slipstream of T80 Tomo in the Honda NSX, but he's in the slipstream of everyone else as well, and everyone's following a little train. Honda goes a little bit wide, but we can't make the move stick. We don't want to go too aggressive now in the start of the race. We want to keep it calm and see how we do. We're about to see how it unfolds as we come through this third to last corner of the first lap. Honda goes a little bit wide, gets a little bit swirly. Second to last corner, and things start kicking off in front of me. Go on the outside to the inside of the Honda NSX, on the inside of the Megane. Nobody blocks us off. Gets the bump drive going into the final corner and cuts off Demo Basket in the Ferrari, giving him two positions or something. On to lap 2, we are sitting in 16th position, so we gained 3 plus lever position, making 4 positions in total so far. First corner, second corner, first hairpin. Audi almost takes us out, but because we got a bit of a bad braking point into the first hairpin. Going on to the next set of corners, Ferrari goes on the inside, cuts us off. We can't make a move on this kind of corner because that's just dangerous. But do we get the switch back? We do. We get a lot of speed compared to the Ferrari out. Heading on to the replay angle, there's a drag race brewing. 2 drag races, a Honda and Alfa, and a Megane and a Ferrari. But the Ferrari has more speed going into the next corner, and we are on the outside. We cannot do that move. But Ferrari gets a bit wide. We sweep out to the inside of the next corner, and we make the move stick just about. Yes, we do. Cover up the middle of the road so he doesn't have an option for a move. He backs out of it, and we seal the deal for position number 15. On to lap 3, we're gonna go into the corner after the long straight, but you get punted into the sand by the Ferrari, and we lose all our positions all the way back down to last. And all the ground we made up was just lost to us. We have a lot of way to find back again. Quickly make it back in the second to last corner of lap 3 on the Toyota 86, moving on the inside. It doesn't have enough speed to cover anything, and we seal the deal. 18th position, lap 3. Moving on to lap 6 is when we catch up back to the back. And again, a couple of people have made their mandatory pit stops. There is a mandatory pit stop in this race. No change for tires. Oh, we make a move on the inside of the Honda NSX, and he tries to take us out something. I don't know, it didn't work because you're on the outside of a very, very unnatural corner, camber, uphill, everything. So we move up into 13th. The Megane wants to make a move on the outside, but decides to go rallying instead. Not a good idea of that corner, mate. Which moves us up to 12th position, again behind our nemesis that took us out earlier in the race. 12th and 11th position. Ferrari doesn't get a good run, but he covers the inside, and we make an aggressive move, taking him out as well. Didn't expect him to stay so hard on the inside of the corner. Fast forward to lap 8, not much action happened in the next 2 laps or so, so we do our pit stop to put on a fresh set of medium tires. We're gonna get a good run out for the next few laps. Pit crew doing an amazing job on a super quick pit stop, and we come out just about 11th position behind J Player in the Renault Megane as well. Fast forwarding to lap 10, again back with the pack, and there's a 4-way Renault Megane battle. Renault Megane very good in this track, so that's why a lot of people is using it, including myself. J Player does a big send on Spazzy and takes the position, and we send it up for an inside position on the both of them. J Player tries to make a move on the outside, but I don't know why he would do that. That's very dangerous, and paid the price for it. And then Spasty decides, okay, he's gonna use the same move on me. Takes me out lightly, not as bad. Lap 11, we battled it out for him for a whole lap, and coming up to the final, second to last corner, lap 11 going on to lap 12, there's someone that served a penalty right in front of us. But I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna fake a move on the inside, brake early, and Spasty sends himself into the Shadow Realm. Though we get our position, we are into 9th place right now. Top 10, a nice comeback from starting at the back and being pushed to the back in the later stages of the race. Dean is driven, we have a good run outside, and we want to get the slipstream going into the final corner of the lap, but he indicates left to let us pass by on the right. That's a nice thing to do, thanks dude. That's something you don't see very often. Heading on to the final lap then, and we see ahead of us there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on there. Audi versus Renault again. Just because of that battle they both lose about a second. The Audi does a bold move but ends up in the gravel and the sand pit as well. So we get the move on him, and so does Dean. Well done my man. And we are in 7th position. Get a good run at the second to last corner, but not enough to make a move for the final corner onto Gunji 39, also in the Renault Megane. But can we get a good run onto the final corner? We do get a nice run, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. We didn't have enough power to get through. Very close, 700ths of a second away from 6th place. But an amazing comeback, and funny enough I got a clean race bonus for that. I just didn't take the video afterwards. Moving on to race 2, we start by passing a Corvette. That's nice. Freebies, sure. Replay angles. This is now lap 2 of the race. We are amidst a battle of a Peugeot and an Audi TT, both of them front wheel drive. There's a BMW that got a bit of a mess up and lost a lot of speed onto the straight. Both the Peugeot and Audi have good straight line speed, so they will beat me. Although we take a chance and go up on the outside of the Peugeot going to the next corner, and I don't know my corner names, I'm not even going to call them out, but we make the move stick and we are into position number 15, chasing down position number 14, the Audi, and the Peugeot gets a little sideways and goes off the course, comes back on to have a little battle with the BMW, almost knocks him off course, but fortunately stays on track. Fast forward to lap 3, around the 3rd corner, and someone's off course. That is position number 12, the Chilean driver in the Alfa Romeo. He took quite the grass line there, I must say, which moves us into 14th position, heading on to the long straight. Skip a little further, the Audi makes a move on the Renault but gets a penalty in the process, which is just about to serve as the penalty line is right there. Renault takes his position back. We go onto the outside and swing to the right to keep on the inside line for the final corner. Stay very much on the inside to keep the Audi at bay, and we go through, moving us into 13th position. Made up 7 positions in 3 laps, which is really not bad. Starting off lap number 4, first corner, no issues, but there's a yellow flag up ahead. Not sure what the problem is there, but we do see another Renault Megane. That came to a complete stop. He must have completely spun around. Audi almost made a move on us, close to touching, if he didn't give me a little tap there. Going into the next corner, we get a better run on HU and Danny, and we cover up the inside, going for the move as we do. Stay very much on the inside, but we just nick Danny on the edge and nick him again, because I really did not expect him to stay so far on the outside and keep up with the pace. I thought he was going to slow down a lot. Skipping further into lap 4, and we see ahead of us there's a group of like 6 cars within a second and a half of each other. We're catching the pack because they're involved in quite the battle, so it seems. And second to last corner, everything goes down. There's almost 4 cars wide. There's 3, 2 of them go off course. Highway star, we make a move on the inside again as we do. Cover it up, take a very close line. And as you can see, as we head over to the replay angle, there is 8 vehicles, 6th, 7th, all the way up to 13th position in a train. battling for position, all of us all together. First corner, we almost hit Jabier in the Subaru, and the Renault behind us, Highway Star, goes for a move on the inside. Oh, we can't defend that, and the Alpha also takes a ticket to a free position as well. But we got the inside corner for the next position, but he was already very close to us. I again didn't see him. I don't know whose fault was that. I don't have no idea. But we send him off into the shadow realm as well. Going on to the next corner, Highway Star tries to make a move but goes very wide in the end. We end up taking the position up into 11th. Ferrari, yellow Ferrari, I have no idea, it's something for real. We get on his inside because he makes a mistake, and we make another move on the inside, going into the top 10. Lap 5, we made 10 positions up. Going on to lap 6. First corner, we get a good run on the Subaru. We go onto the inside. Subaru tries to cut it off, but we manage to brake late. A bit of paint ramming, but we make the move as well. Pretty aggressive driver for myself, I gotta say. Renault Megane makes another move, and we swing again to the inside for the next corner. I seem to be loving the inside lines and making some good moves against the competition here. Tried to go out on Magic in the Alfa Romeo, but he cuts us off and gets the bump draft. I cover the inside line for the next long corner after the straight, but Acerato gives us the bump draft as well. Alfa Romeo covering the lines like hell, but he's completely not in control of that Alfa Romeo. He's sliding all over the show, and we make another move on the inside again. We make another move, and I have no idea what he did there, but he cannot make that move, so sends himself into the shadow realm. Go second to last corner of lap 6. We're about halfway into the race right now. So I decided to put double cameras up, one for the first person drive and focusing on the replay angles to see two drivers going into the pits, the mandatory pit stop. They're going to change their tires and hope for the undercut when we do our pit stops. Anyway, into corner 1, we get a nice run on the Audi. We go on the inside again, try to make a move again, but the Audi has too much speed. We brake late, he covers the inside, we nick him out on just a little bit, and we stay on the inside line. Going into the next corner, he gets a good run but brakes late, leaving us again the door open for us, and we take the move like it's a free sample at a buffet table. I don't know. Alright, so now we're in 4th position. We have 3 positions left to make it to 1st place. Fast forward to lap 7, and 1, 2, 3. The top 3 making their pit stops. Okay, so we temporarily take the lead of the race, but they are bound to pass us. There's 5, 6 in the pits. Okay, that's quite a show. Skipping to the end of lap 8, we do our pit stop, and we are well, hoping that they don't undercut us, but we're doing a super fast job, and we are out of the pits already, up into 4th, 5th, 6th place. 6th place behind the VW Scirocco, which we weren't too far behind. I think we gained probably about 3/10 of a second on him. So now we have a battle on our hands. The last few laps of the race, and the VW Scirocco is still in front of us by lap 10. First corner again. Are we gonna do the same move? Yes, we are. We get a better run, we get the inside line, we brake on time this time, and the VW brakes late, so he goes wide, and we assume the position of 5th position. Battle between 4th and 3rd, and we get a little bit squiggly, zigzag, but fortunately no spinning out, so we still have our fresh tires, we still have the grip, and there are fortunately no other problems at hand. Into the slipstream of the Renault Megane, who's in the slipstream of the Peugeot. Peugeot has a good straight line speed, so there's no catching him. But the Megane goes a bit too wide, and we get the position on him. Almost make another position. People are lagging. My internet was being very crappy at the time, so there's some jittering cars that I have to worry about as well. Give the Peugeot a bit of a bump draft, but we make a move on the inside nice and clean to take third position. We are on podium right now. All we have to do is secure it and we will make it quite a race to remember. Going on to lap 11, we are 1.8 seconds behind Football and Kodu Football guy. Catching him quite fast already, 1.7 seconds, going into the 1.6s. First place is just over 4.5 seconds, but we are catching him as well. So he's up in front. We can still see him, but it might not be possible to catch first, depending on how he does. Football guy gets a bit wide, goes onto the grass, and he has a bit of dirty tires, which will make him a bit slow for the next corner. Takes a little bit wide and doesn't get a good run out, which means we are right on him and we are into the slipstream straight away. 0.1 second, tenth of a second. He covers the inside line as you would, but we fake another move and we go. Oh, wow, he bumps us. He tries to completely take us out there, but we fight back, aggression on aggression, and I already see the move coming. He wanted to take us out completely, but that doesn't work. We went very much on the inside there to completely cut him off from knocking us out. Behind us is now third place, Peugeot in third place, and I have no idea where Football guy went. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. He went to seventh place, and oh, there's squabbling going on behind us. There's a lot of contact, a lot of fighting for the final lap or final two laps. We are on to lap 12, second position. We are catching first place as well, and we have already moved 1.8 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. But unfortunately, that would be where it ends, because we only managed to get just about 2.2 seconds behind the Ferrari, finishing us in second place. Started 20th, finished second, no penalties, bit of contact, but otherwise a very, very beautiful result. Absolutely awesome race. Anyway, we go into the end of the video. We're gonna look at some replay angles. We see the attempt at the move on going extremely inside on the Football. He tries to take me out on that corner, and this is where all the chaos ensues. So 4-5 vehicles going on for the battle for the podium. Football goes a little bit too much to the outside, nicks the grass, and goes off on the next corner, goes on to the sand, and that's why it dropped over to 7th place. So guy in the Subaru goes way inside, almost taking out Whammy in the process, and he is having none of that. Pushes Javier off to the side, gives the Renault a boost, shunts the poor Subaru off onto the sand. Poor guy. Don't know what mood deserves what, but no penalties, so do what you will. Unfortunately, Javier in the Subaru ends up in 10th position. Going on to lap 13, the final two corners of the race. Whammy serves his penalty, Football takes him out on the outside, and going into the final corner, Whammy sends a big one on the inside, but too much. Doesn't knock him off the way he probably wanted to, and ends up taking 5th position. Football taking 4th. But yeah, that was the chaos that ensued behind us after we took second place, hunting down first. Overall, again, an awesome race. And it just shows how much the practicing pays off in this kind of situations on the daily races. So give the video a like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you want to see more. This is Ravinity, and I will see you guys in the next video.